Hi, it's Christy Knights, and it's Wednesday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of What Would Christy Do Wednesday. Listen in. Dear Christy, I'm a manager of a company, and I'm struggling to motivate my employees. What can you recommend to help motivate so that we can meet our numbers? I've tried many different things, but nothing is working. Do you have any suggestions? I would love any help. Tim. Absolutely, Tim. This can be a struggle to motivate employees. Sometimes we need to look at a fresh new style. So today I'm going to give you some pointers in servant leadership. Servant leadership is not a new concept, but what I can tell you is when you apply the principles of serving in a leadership role at your company, you will definitely see motivation and growth. So let's look at just a few points and ways to become more of a servant leader, Tim. The first is the ability to listen. Every employee needs to know that they are valued within your company. They need to know that what they bring to the table is purposeful and useful to have. So Tim, I want you to take the opportunity to get to know your employees a little bit better and truly listen to them. Listen to what's going on in their life, listen to the struggles they may have with the company so that they feel valued. That awareness and that empathy that you have connecting with your employees creates a relationship. And through relationships, we know people desire to grow, to please one another, and to work in more cohesion. And so I want you to learn how to listen effectively, Tim, to your employees to help to motivate them. The other area is vision. What is your vision for your company? What is your vision for their day? Allow them to see that vision through your eyes. It's really important when an employee comes to a company and is working for someone that the vision is very clear. This motivates them. If they're not sure what your vision is or the vision you have for the company, they won't feel that motivation. So be sure it's clear and that you share that motivation. Encourage giving. What do I mean by this? Encourage them to give back in some way by setting an example. When they feel part of a bigger whole, then they have more motivation to give back. So demonstrate that to them by giving of yourself. Demonstrate that by the company giving back to others. Whenever they see that you are generous and giving, they're more likely to give of their time and of their talents. The last characteristic we're going to look at today is their strengths. So Tim, tell me, when you notice an employee is struggling, what do you do? Do you send them to a training? Do you just pink slip them? How do you work with them? Tim, I'm going to challenge you. Instead of looking at their weaknesses, I want you to discover their strengths. Discover the strengths that they have to achieve the tasks that you expect. What we do know about servant leadership, aside from these other great characteristics such as listening and being aware and being empathetic, is whenever you lead with strengths, an employee feels empowered, they feel valued, and they feel like they have a purpose at work. So, Tim, I challenge you and everyone else listening, be sure that you're focusing on the strengths of your employees and not the weaknesses. Within their strengths, not only will you see your profit go up, but you will see much happier, healthier, and motivated employees. Tim, thanks for the question. It was a great one. Now, if you have a question for me next Wednesday, email it below to christy@christyknights.com. For more information on servant leadership, be sure to follow me in various forms of social media and check out my website at www.christyknights.com. Again, www.christyknights.com. And this is another episode of What Would Christy Do Wednesday. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week. Remember, be real, be raw, and just be.